Hello, Colorado teachers and others that work for PERA. This video is for you.
Nice.
I'm Ryan. I'm a retired teacher. I retired at the age of 50 and was able to retire with a full pension because I was able to buy 4 years, which we'll talk about a little bit today.
Heck yeah. And I'm Justin. I am still working as a high school art teacher. Uh, Still loving the job. So
Heck yeah. We've made about over 100 videos at this point, and about 20 of them roughly are specifically for teachers and others that work in PERA. So if you want to glance through those and see if any of them resonate with you, that'd be great. Today we're going to talk about two topics about retiring early if you're a PERA worker, and teachers is really what we're talking about, but anyone that works for PERA, janitors, cooks, administration, and others.
cool. Are we going outside of PERA as well, or outside of the school?
Of education, yeah. If
So
you're
firefighters.
firefighters and things like that.
Cool.
So what's unique about PERA is that we get a pension eventually.
Yeah.
And the latest you get a pension in Colorado is, if you want it at the first time you can get it, is 55 years old.
Nice.
Do you remember what PERA table that is?
I believe that's PERA Table 2.
PERA table 9.
PERA Table 9.
PERA table 9 is not fine.
PERA Table 9 is not fine. So you can still buy years on PERA Table 9?
Yeah, you can buy years anytime if you meet certain qualifications, which we talked about in previous videos.
Okay.
But PERA Table 9 allows you to get a pension when you're 55, even if it's a partial pension. But all the other tables is actually 50 years
50.
old. So you're retiring early in it. And the way we're defining early for this discussion is before you could collect Social Security, which is the age of 62.
Yeah.
So, or another way to look at it, when you can collect 401k money, which is 59 and a half.
Yeah.
So quite a few people in education, since we're mainly talking about educators, is a lot of them retire before 59 and a half.
Yeah.
So there's two things that I think everyone should know. Can you buy years? You should look into that, and we've made videos about that. And will that speed up the process to get a full pension or more of a pension? So you'll have to look at that. And then another one is, what kind of investments should you use if you want to retire early? If you use a 457 plan, which Colorado has, PERA has,
Yep.
you can use that money whenever you quit teaching, no matter what age you are.
Yeah, and we've talked a little bit about some of the stories of teachers working for a couple of years, quitting, and living off of that 457, and then coming back after a couple of years and building it back up again.
Exactly. And a millionaire educator is one we talked about.
Yep.
He teaches Spanish in Georgia, I believe. And since he has a high demand job, he'll occasionally take a year off, go to Mexico for a year or other Latin American countries, come back and then work and use that 457 money.
Yeah.
So that is one. A brokerage account is also a type of account you can use, so you can access that money before you're 59 and a half.
Right.
Because a lot of teachers will retire or be done with education before 59 and a half. And you have your pension for sure, but that might not be enough.
Absolutely. We've talked about if you think about your retirement as a stool or a chair, how many legs of retirement are there? If you've got a one-legged stool of just PERA, it might not be stable enough to support you after a life of teaching.
Exactly.
So if we can add a couple more legs.
Yeah, and maybe you're the teacher and your spouse isn't.
Yeah.
So is one pension going to be enough for both of you?
Yeah.
So that's when like a brokerage account or a 457 plan can really, really help. Also a Roth IRA, because you can always pull the principal out before you're 59 and a half. And you can bridge this money until you hit 59 and a half or 62 and start collecting Social Security in that example. So being strategic with how you go about this, because there's a good chance you'll be done before you're 60 if you're in education.
Yeah. And I think that's one of those things, if you're thinking about the long term, which bucket do we start pulling from? Is it the 401k? Is it the 457? Is it the brokerage? Right?
Yeah, because it's nice to have the diversity of buckets to pull from.
Yeah.
Everyone should know what PERA table they're on. Me and Justin, we went out and did a conference with art teachers, and quite a few of them didn't even know what PERA table they're on.
Yeah.
How can people find out what PERA table?
Super simple. All you need to do is Go into PERA. And for Colorado, it's copera.org. And they got all the information you need right there. They tell you what PERA table you're on. And I'm pretty sure that if you go into your districts, they'll tell you there's a website your district has. They'll tell you in there, like where you get your pay stubs.
Exactly. And we've made videos about this. That's why we're not taking a deep dive in it. But
Yeah.
once you find out what PERA table you're on, then you can see what age you need to be and how much money you will get based on when you retire.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important to know what PERA table you're on eventually.
Just find that PERA table and then look up PERA table 6, PERA table 9, wherever you're at. And do the little battleship number there, and you're good to go.
And if you want to see an example of that, we have other videos we've made to show that. Another thing is go to PERA and see what they offer. What kind of investments do they offer?
Yeah.
They have something called a Roth 457 plan, a Roth 401k that your school district might have. If you don't know what those are, do some research because they could be a good option for you if you want to retire early with some money.
Yeah. And it's all under the same umbrella of PERA, which makes your life a little bit easier. It doesn't have to go all over the place with that account, that account, that account. It's just all under PERA.
Exactly. And outside of PERA is when you get into like a Roth IRA or a brokerage account.
Yeah.
But PERA does offer some really good platforms to invest through.
Yep.
So I would suggest really understand what PERA is and what it offers. Consider where you're on the PERA table. Figure out if buying yours will ever be something that could benefit you and plan for that. And then kind of like Justin said earlier, have different types of buckets where your money is going so you can pull from it when you need to when you finally stop your job.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to add to this?
I just echo exactly what you said. Go to PERA, find out what table, and start making some plans from there.
Exactly. So hopefully that helps, and I hope all is well.
Yep.